Hi, welcome to today's video. Thank you so much for joining me. So today we are going to be talking about a brand that I have spoken about quite a bit on my channel. It's Makeup Revolution. I've made no secret of the fact that I absolutely love them. I don't work for the brand or anything like that. That would be the absolute dream. But they are amazing and I consistently reach for their products and purchase their products because of just the quality and the results that you get from the products. And you know, one look at YouTube and you'll see how loved the brand is, and it's for a very good reason. So this palette in particular that I'm going to speak about caught my attention because there have been sort of a few things circulating around saying that it is a dupe for the much more expensive Anastasia Beverly Hill's Riviera Palette. It's a beautiful palette. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it floating around Instagram. You know, but it's about €50 or so, which is nice if you want to treat yourself. That's great, but I think dupes are always great to look at as well. Just for the affordable options. I was speaking to a makeup artist. I think her handle is Asha Makeup on Instagram. She was lovely and she had actually been talking about it and I had already been thinking about picking it up for those reasons. So I bought this on revolutionbeauty.com during the week. This is the Forever Flawless palette in Constellation. They have a few, I think there's about four or five of these palettes. They're kind of all different color stories and schemes and that kind of thing. This one is really beautiful. It has like really good, like, you know, the kind of tin kind of packaging, so you can tell that it's the shadows are really well protected in there. It was only about €12, I think, $11.99. So I have already primed my eyelids. I have put on MAC Painterly Paint Pot, so I'm going to do something probably relatively simple because I'm not doing anything overly exciting this evening, but just want to show you some of the colours and some swatches. I've been so excited to use it and I didn't want to put it off any longer. So here you are. I think that's really beautiful. If I can get a picture up on the screen of the Riviera palette, I will. There's a nice big mirror there. But if you just Google it, you'll be able to find it. Also, it has quite a lot of purples, pinks, blues, like you can see here. Not exactly the same colour scheme, of course, they're different palettes. But this is also important to note. Makeup Revolution aren't claiming that this is a dupe for the Riviera palette. It's just something they brought out, and someone obviously noticed that some of the colours were similar. So I can show you some swatches now, which I think is what everyone is most interested in. First one is Celestial, then we have Jupiter, Spiral, Saturn, Night Sky, and Mars. Harp, Universal, Neptune, Venus, this beautiful bright pink, Cluster, and Solar, which is a really nice very bright yellow gold. So you can see how colourful they are on my arm there. We have Dimension, Fractal, Cosmic, Mercury, Retrograde, and Asteroid, which you can't, kind of hard to see there because it's actually a very similar colour to my skin. It's like a bone colour, which is a great transition shade to have. So I am noticing some of them swatch similarly, some of the blues, some of the purples, and that doesn't necessarily mean they will look the same on the eye. Some of those bright pinks, I can see they're sort of staining my arm. Bright sort of fuchsia pinks are notorious for staining. If they're good bright colours, they generally will leave a stain, so it can stain your eyes. That's something just to be aware of. I haven't experienced it myself, but I've heard of it, and I have a feeling if I use that pink, it might stain a little bit. Now, I'm sure, as far as I know, it's harmless, it'll go away. It's just something to be aware of. So straight away, I'm sucked into the pinks. I think I might use some of the pinks and try use some of the purples maybe as well. I'll definitely film with this. Well, I hope I would film with this on the time because it's really beautiful, deserves to be used. Right, so what will we start off with? I think I might start off with Jupiter from the first row. So I'm going to use this first. Haven't used this yet. This is the Nicola brush from Nima Brush. So I'm going to use this shade right here, that pinky one just there. Not too much fallout. Now you can see how bright that pigment is. Just going to connect it there. I'm just tilting my head back so I can see the whole crease of my eye. So I better know where to place the shadow. Very minimal fallout on these. And yet they're very pigmented, as you can see. That didn't take much. Doing the same, just connecting the outer corners with a bit more shadow. Okay, and now I'm going to use that same brush. I'm just going to dip into Mars, that kind of reddy shade there. Trying to use this to darken the outer corner slightly, but it's sort of blended in. Do you know what I could have done? I could have done two different looks. One eye and then one the other. I think I might do that. Just to show, just a better way to showcase the colours. Okay, we're back. I tried to rectify that as much as I could. The pink's definitely staying a little bit, but I also wasn't using my normal eye makeup remover, so it's a little bit tougher to remove. I feel like those blues have to be used. Yeah, I think we're going to have to use that blue. One seems more matte than the other. It's actually really hard to decide what to use. I could do like blues and then silver or gold with it, and then with the pink I can just stick with pinks because I have a light kind of pink there. Yeah, okay, so I think we will do that. So I'm going to dip into Neptune, this one just here, and I'm going to start with that in the crease. I haven't used blue, and I love blue, but I haven't used it in so long, so I'm a little bit apprehensive about it. Okay, I think that's a shimmer. Oh well, we'll work with it, it's fine. Got a bit of fallout on that. I'm doing a foundation check-in later, so I'm gonna look a bit wild. Anyway. This one takes a little bit more building up. I had to dip back in. Right, and then using the same brush. I'm not using many brushes today. I'm lazy, and you don't think you need to use a million brushes all the time. And these ones I'm using are really good. I'm going to dip then into Night Sky. Oh, look, there I am. Just, what should I do? Just there. I know what we could do. I could do that, and then I could put Saturn, some of that lovely greeny blue across the lid. That'd be really nice. So dipping into Night Sky is a good bit come off in the brush there. Oh yeah. I noticed in the swatches these two colours swatched very, very similarly. And to be honest, I'm not seeing a massive difference off them. I was hoping that Neptune's quite a royal, it's kind of a brighter blue than Night Sky, and I was hoping that it would come out like that, but I'm not too sure if it is. Maybe if I put them on the eye separately you might see it, but okay. You can see there's a good bit of fallout just around here. Oh, those blues are beautiful. They're really nice. I feel like they're wearable. Okay, so to go back to the pink side, I feel like, what's her name, Margot Robbie, in Suicide Squad, doesn't she have like a pink and theme thing going on? I wouldn't mind looking like Margot Robbie. She is an absolute ride, as we all know. Okay, so what I had used Jupiter and Mars. I think it would be crazy of us not to use that. Us, do you hear me? Not to use that really bright pink that I'm talking about that will probably stain my lids. It's called Venus. So I'm going to be dipping into Venus right here. It's like neon pink, not my usual colour. But you can't buy this palette and not use the colours. I mean, it's basically all colours. There is one nice brown in there, but they're basically all colours. So, wow. Oh my goodness. Can you see that? There's a good bit fluffing off there. That's probably because there's very intense pigment to this colour. I really like it. Really, really like it. The colours have blended into each other, although you can still see a difference there versus the inside. That might just be my technique, the technique that I've used. I definitely need to diffuse. I definitely need to diffuse this out a little bit. That bone colour there actually would probably be good to blend those edges out. I might do that. I really like that pink. Oh my god. And you can see the brush there. Just how pigmented it is. I'll let you know if it stains the brush. And then finally I want to use Dimension kind of on the inner portion of the lid. That's that beautiful sort of, it's almost like, it looks like there's purple and pink in it. It's like duochrome, I think. So for that, I'd say maybe a flat synthetic brush or else my finger. It's my Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadow brush. It's kind of flat. I'll try use it first. Just here. I'll try use it first dry, and if it doesn't work, I'll use it wet. Oh yeah, I don't think I need to wet that. I could, but I don't think I will. So it has definitely got a purple metallic shift to it. That would even have been beautiful all over the lid, but I wanted to use that pink as well. So I'm going to use this. I'm going to use Saturn right here. Again, I think that's a colour that's in the Anastasia palette. It's kind of, what's the name of that colour? It's like blue, but it's green as well. Turquoise. Oh, that is lovely. I'm really impressed with their shadows, but then again, every eyeshadow palette I've used for Makeup Revolution, I've always been impressed with them. But this is amazing. Wow. That's really nice. Don't know if you can see that there. Kind of turquoisey colour. So for the inner corner, I always use this little brush from Zoeva. It's the Luxe Petite Pencil 240 is the number. I'm going to dip into Celestial, which is this bright colour right here, the first one in the palette. I'm going to put that on the inner corner. A little bit of fallout from that one. So it's kind of taken up some of the pink underneath. It's a bit, probably a bit darker than it normally would be. Oh no, it's building up there. Oh my god, I can see myself reaching for this palette again and again. Like the Sosu Kaylee palette. It's lovely. I'd say if you were to wet that celestial colour for the inner corner, it would become really, really intense. Could probably use that on the brow bone as well. Yeah, I really like that. I'm going to wipe off my brush again, and then I'm going to use Fractal, that lovely silver colour, on the inner corner for the blue side. I do think that yellow colour Solar. I love, 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 love yellow with deep and kind of royal blues. But I want it to be mainly blue for this look. So I'll stick with those kind of tones. I'm putting it in there to Fractal. And that's very intense. And then I'll do the same thing. I'll put it under. Oh no, maybe that's too intense for under the eyebrow. Oh my goodness. I really regret that. I'm just gonna try like diffuse it out. I'm gonna use this color here called Asteroid, and I'm going to use that to hopefully try to blend out the edges a little bit more. It's just a good way of making sure that there's no harsh lines. If you take a kind of light color, a beige or kind of bone color in this case, and buff it around, like you can see straight away it's taken away some of that pink on the outer edge. You don't have to do this. I just thought it might be a good idea to soften it a little bit. And I'm probably going to do the other side as well. Same thing. Okay, I'm back. So I just added, as you can see, a small bit under the eye. I used Dimension and Jupiter for under the pink eye, and then I just used Neptune for under this eye here. I really like the effect that's sort of added. It's brought everything together. It looks much more seamless. So I'm going to end the video here. I'm sure it is long enough as it is. Let me know what you think of this or these eye looks, which one you prefer. Let me know down below. I'll definitely be reaching for this palette in the future. I'll probably use this in the next few days. I really want to use those purples. I basically want to try all of the shades on the eyes, and once I've done that I will post the looks to Instagram, so I'll just leave my handle here. You can follow me there. I'm very active most of the time on Instagram. That's where you can find me kind of leaving all my posts and uploading on stories and that kind of thing. I would really highly recommend this palette if it isn't obvious enough already. I love the packaging and I just think it is so beautiful. From what I can see, I think you probably can create very similar looks to what you would be able to achieve with the ABH Riviera palette. So if you don't want to spend as much, I would definitely recommend this. It is beautiful. I'm excited to use it more, which is always a good sign. Okay, I'll leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe. It would really help me out. I plan to do many more videos in the future, both drugstore and high-end. I'm always open to suggestions and requests if you want to leave them down below, or you can email me through my blog, which is in the about section on my YouTube page here, or you can leave a comment down below, or you can leave a comment over my Instagram or DM me. I always reply to messages. And that's it for now. I hope you're all well. Thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys!